What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Namaste, namaste, namaste. Peace, light, and love to you all. Today's video, I want to get into the topic of God or the all. A little bit about, some things about like the belief system and thought power. And let's just go on from there, and then I'll probably add a little bit more to that. But let's talk about God, right? So when you approach the concept of God or the concepts of God, you got to understand that God or this being, this entity, this being is a infinite. That's the concept of God. It's infinite, all knowing, right? All seeing, all prevailing. So it's kind of dark over here, but it's light right here, but I don't think y'all can hear me right. But anyway, he's all prevailing, or it is all prevailing, or she. We don't know what the hell God is. You know what I'm saying? For all I know, he could be a male and female aspect of one entity or one being, one source or something, energy or consciousness. And this is the thing about God, right? People are so naive to the point where they believe, like, if this is part of the Bible, right? You know what I'm saying? With the judgment of God and the wrath of God, and God is going to put you, damn you to hell and shit. No, man. If God gave you free will, this is the almighty quote of what God is all about. If God, this is what it is. God gave man free will. So if you decide to do drugs, or if you decide to steal some money from a store, if you decide to rape a woman, if you decide to abort a baby, if you decide any of these things, concepts and things of that nature, you are not going to be judged, because of the fact is that God gave you free will to do as you please in this world. If God didn't give you free will, you wouldn't have no control of your own life, your own destiny. You have to put the pieces together, y'all. When you come into these concepts of God, you got to think. You can't just read a book, a Bible, and just read it for face value. You got to think and understand that there's deeper meanings and symbols and signs behind this shit. Inside of the shit. So when you come to the concept of God, you got to understand this shit is unlimited. What is unlimited? Your mind. So what is God? The mind, right? Because in the Kabbalion, it says all is mind. The universe is mental. So when you understand these deeper meanings and these deeper secrets of God and the universe and yourself, and know thyself, and wisdom and truth and knowledge, you got to put the pieces together, and you got to just think and just come to a conclusion with your own brain, common sense, and think, hey, God gave me free will. I have the choice to do whatever I want. I could be successful. I could be a millionaire in this world. I could be a drug addict if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But it's all of your own heart's desire. You got to put the pieces together. If you don't have the heart to do something, or if you don't have the will to do something, to drive the force to do something, or if you don't think about or feel like you want to do something, you're not going to do it 99% of the time, or you're not going to follow through with it, because of the fact that your heart is already knowing everything. Like, your heart knows everything. Your mind is your third eye. The third eye is in the mind, and that's the all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye. So if you want to get deeper into this, if you want to think, oh, God is all-knowing, right? That's the heart. God is a heart. God is all-seeing, right? God is a third eye. God is the pineal gland. God is all-prevailing, right? That's the power of God. That's the power. That's the potential of humanity. That's the potential of a human. God is all knowing. That's the potential of the mind and the spirit. So you got to put the pieces together. Use your own common sense. Think for once, and put the pieces together. It's too easy. You see, this is another aspect of God, right? Okay, religion. Religion is an indoctrination, or a mind programming, systematic programming system that programs your mind to think and believe in certain things or on certain things. You can have faith in something, you can have hope in something, but the belief is not truly true. It's not truly that powerful, that potent, because it's almost like it's a fallacy or a delusion. Because if you believe that the world is going to end when there's world peace on the earth, you got to think and put the pieces together and stop being paranoid and stop being so manic and crazy and think like, oh my God, if there's peace on the earth, let me just reverse that. If there's war and destruction and chaos in this world, and you're thinking about peace, that's a hopeful thought. That's faith. That's being faithful. I mean, that's having a positive belief system. I believe the world will be at world peace. I believe harmony on earth will happen. I believe aliens will take place and interact and communicate with humans on this earth, in a positive way and not in a negative way. That's positive belief system. If you believe in yourself and you say, oh, I can do this, and I have the power to do this, and the will and the determination to do this, and the motivation to do this, and the inspiration to do this, and it's that power of your mind. That's why all is mind. The universe is mental. So put the pieces together and figure out what that actually means, because I know what it means, but I'm not going to tell y'all. It's very simple, but it is what it is. Those who don't get the message, I mean, that's fine. But listen, another thing. Look, this is a personal thing. My mother is a Christian, right? She says to me, first I tell her, let me go back. She's into meditation now. And she's into meditation now, and she does meditations. She had an acupuncture recently, and she loved it. Now she's into meditation, and she sees a movie, and this is the new movie on Netflix called Raising Dion, right? Everybody who haven't seen that, go see that. It's a very good. It's not a movie, but it's a TV series thing on Netflix. It's a movie on Netflix, so check that joint out. It's James Vicious. It's about a kid. I don't want to spoil it, but it's about a kid that has superpowers. And a single mom raises this kid, and actually, the parents raised the kid. The dad died. I'm sorry, I spoiled it. I'm not gonna tell you what he died from. No, that's some cool shit, but it's not cool. So I told my mom I have the power to do that kind of stuff. She says, no, I'm not into that stuff because I believe in God. I said, okay. I ain't trying to debate or nothing, but I said, okay, Mom. That's all I said. Now listen, if you think that way, what are you thinking? You have the power to move a chair through the room. You can move tables with your mind. You can levitate. You know what I'm saying? So, because the human potential is so great, right? We don't understand what we can do. We don't grasp. We can't fathom what we can do because we haven't seen it. If an alien came down here right now saying that, oh, I'm you from the future, I'm levitating, and they see that shit, they say, oh, God. And he tells them they can do it too. Put your mind to the test. That's the fucking problem. Humans and people that's raised upon Christianity don't believe in magic, don't believe in telekinesis, don't believe in superpowers, don't believe in a human potential. They don't even believe in themselves because they doubt and they knock the fact that we have the power to change this world with a thought. With a thought, baby. Just one thought. with a collective agreement on a thought level, on a collective thought. It's so simple. It makes no goddamn sense. And I'm Jay, the Prince of Peace. I just gotta tell y'all, I'm not frustrated. I'm trying to prove my point. This point is great. So listen, if you have the power to do stuff like that, why don't you practice? Why don't you train? Why don't you learn? Why don't you gain more wisdom and knowledge about the certain subjects that you need to know, or get the downloads from your higher self? Because listen, look, I had just got a download from my higher self. He's telling me that he's a fucking Pleiadian. He say, hey, connect to your Syrian side. You'll get a download. I say, oh yeah? He said, yeah. I said, okay. We having back and forth conversations telepathically. Next thing you know it, my whole body fucking spinning and turning, and I'm not even fucking moving. It's an energetic thing. This shit is real, bruh. Like shit. Like, okay, so I feel like I'm fucking dizzy, but I'm not dizzy. Like my body is fucking spinning. And then he told me, look, that's your Merkaba. That's your Merkaba, bruh. I said, what? He said it was nice. So look, then he told me his higher self, or our higher self, our highest self is Arcturian. I'm a Syrian, he's a Pleiadian, and the next guy, our highest self is an Arcturian, which is the highest being in the galaxy, in the known universe, that is on the highest frequency, that is closest to God. So if you're a Christian, how the fuck do you have a relationship with God? You don't even know the guy. You don't know yourself. How the fuck do you have a relationship with him or her? You call God a he. How do you know? How do you know? Where is the proof? We can't prove God's existence, but we can prove that we exist. So where is God? Is he us? Is he here? Where is he? Where is that? Which is? You know what I'm saying? Christians are so goddamn dumbed down to the point where it makes no fucking sense. It's stupendous. So I'm not mad at y'all. It's just that the fact of the matter is, you gotta wake up. You gotta grow up. You gotta learn something. Open your mind. Free your mind. Escape that goddamn matrix. And grow the fuck up and be an adult. Because, well, be a child once again. Because people talking about, oh, I'm a child inside, but you're still acting like a fucking adult. Like a goddamn person that paid bills and got responsibilities. Yeah, that's cool. We all got responsibilities once we grow up and we have to pay bills, you know, and all this grown-up shit like I do too. And that shit sucks. That's the real world. And look, if you want to live in fantasy, that's cool too. Just be balanced. Now look, Christianity has got to stop. This new age, this golden age is going to come out, you know, in the year 2032, like this woman told me. And I'm going to send in 2026, you know what I'm saying? And this shit is real shit. And it's like y'all don't make no sense when y'all talk about, oh, I believe in God. I believe in God. Well, what the fuck does that mean? I believe in God. Are you trying to tell me that I'm a Satanist? I worship Satan, and you trying to tell me that you don't believe in God, but I do? Are you trying to tell me that, oh, you don't believe in God, so I believe in God? Or I believe in God only, and I believe in God with all my faith in my heart? Yes, look, everybody has a relationship with something and someone. In this whole world, everybody got a relationship with something or someone. Now, it could be God, all right? It could be Satan. It doesn't matter. You have to have the polarity. In the universal law of polarity, there is a yin and a yang, a negative and a positive, a good and a bad, a light and a dark, a left and a right, a hot and a cold. You have to understand, without the devil, there'd be no God. Without God, there'd be no devil. You know what I'm saying? Without that chaos, there would be no balance or order. So you have to have both. You have to have the mix. You got to stay balanced. So look, now, and let me see how long this is taking. Now you have to understand that Christians are the most blind. They are the most blind because they've been programmed and conditioned to live their own life in a certain way, in a specific way that dumbs them down, that separates them from everyone else. Christianity is a bunch of malarkey, all right? I grew up off of Christianity. Now look, I found myself when I was about 12 years old. When I turned 17, I had a spiritual awakening. When I turned 18, I started smoking cigarettes, all right? When I turned 19, I was suicidal. When I turned 20, I was starting to get out of that shit. 21, I was completely out of that shit. 22, I started having more spiritual awakenings, tapping into my abilities, and tapped into telekinesis and psychic abilities and stuff like that. 23, where I'm at now, motherfucker, I'm off the chain. I'm off the roof. So look, it's getting better. There's always going to be a downfall. Always going to be up and down. There's an up and a down. There's a left and a right. All right, but in the middle part, you got to stay balanced. That's the only way there is. If you don't have left or right, you can't go either or. You have to do, you got to choose either or. But there is always a this and a that because you have two choices. The brain can only receive ones and zeros. If you choose a 1, you go with a 1. If you choose a 0, you go with a 0. The matrix. You see what I'm saying? You got to choose a left or a right. The left-hand path or the right-hand path. It don't matter what path you want. Just choose your own destiny. You make the decisions in your life. That's why God gave you free will to do whatever you please. Now, it's up to you to be a good person. It's up to you to release bad karma. It's up for you to get good karma and not reincarnate. But look, Satan, or whatever they want to say, rules this world. So let it be. Just go to the next one. Go to the higher one. Go to the better one. You have to put in the work to get what you need, to get the results, to go somewhere else, to travel, to adventure, to go further. You got to put in the work. You can't do shit if you don't want shit. If you don't want shit, you ain't going to do shit. So look, another thing. God is omnipotent. God is omnipotent. God is everywhere at once. What is spirit? You have a spirit. Now look, my mom told me she don't believe that she don't want to travel outside of her body. Of the fact of the matter is that she don't trust, or that she don't okay, something going on. Okay. So it's the heater. So she don't want nobody coming in her body or a demon or something like that to possess her or something. She believes in that kind of shit. Now, there's no such thing as possession. I can tell you for a fact because I've been trying to get possessed all my life. But I actually, one time I thought I was, but it was my higher self. Now, he was trying to get me out of this shit. But I was like resisting him and shit. So I was like, yeah. I didn't know who he was, and I was trying to figure out myself. But look, traveling outside your body is not dangerous. It's not dangerous. When you do it, it's really your energetic body. It's really a duplicate. Your soul doesn't leave your body. There is an energetic duplicate that your soul creates. An energetic duplicate of your body, or double, that is created from energy or light. And it's less physical. So that means it's a duplicate or a double that travels out of your body. It's still connected to your soul and your body. When you travel, you're going with that body, with that other body. And you go there to those realms and those places and those worlds to travel and adventure and do whatever you want to do and fly or whatever. So it's cool like that. It's cool like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is what she don't believe in. She don't want to do shit like that. And I'm trying to tell you, when you meditate, you're going to get involved with shit like this because there's no other way. You want to keep going. It's like you want to explore the universe. You want to explore yourself because all is mind. The universe is mental. So if you are projecting with these, she told me, look, and I had to figure this out. She told me when your soul comes out, it comes out of the top of your head. Now I thought about that and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I told my mom, oh yeah, that's right. I truly truly didn't know about that till she told me. And she taught me something new. But look, I could tell her some things new, some things she never heard before, because I've been there, done that. Like, I'm a very spiritual person, and when you're a Christian and you're talking about you live a spiritual life, it's fallacy. You don't live a spiritual life, because you go to church and you worship false hope preaching, and this preacher that gets more money than you from your day job. It collects money that you need for your rent or your phone bill or anything that you need for that with that money, and he collects that, puts it in a basket, and takes it home and buys a nice fancy car, so to speak, or uses it to do charity or whatever he wants to do with it. But look, that's why I don't go to church. That's why I do what I do. No one can tell me otherwise. I stick with my truth. I do what I do. And if you're knocking that, that's all right. I respect that, because you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I do. You can know a little bit, but you don't know the whole truth. You don't know what's going on inside of my universe. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that I do in meditation that I do. And I do what I do. So it's just the fact that Christians are so blind, it makes no goddamn sense. And when you afraid of going to hell like that, it's like you stuck in fear all the time. You stuck in the fear of doing something wrong, that God will judge you and damn you to hell. You shouldn't be in a state like that, because God gave you free fucking will to do as you please. You can fucking masturbate all day. And what's God gonna do? Oh, he gonna watch. Oh yeah, okay, I see you over there. You know what I'm saying? I see you, Jimmy. Masturbating your masturbate. You masturbate your ass off, man. Come on, man. Come on, masturbate your damn ass off. Come on, man. So I'm lit. So like, look, it don't matter, because spirits can do shit like that, but they don't look at us like that. Like, they don't look at, or aliens, even aliens, they don't look at us like that. Like, you see if you're a human or a person and you watching somebody else beat off or masturbate, you know, or having sex, you get horny. But in a sense, with spirits, they don't feel that way. They just observe. And with a pure state of observation, they are taking notes and they're learning from you. That's why it's very important when you die, you get to learn things too, but you know everything already. But when you die, it's like you can tap into an all-knowing source of knowledge or all-knowing source of information whenever you want. But in the same sense, you are still learning things that like still learning about physical things, because you're a spirit now and you're learning about the physical aspect of life. But you're a spirit, you're spiritual now, you're energetic. So you miss that sense of, you don't miss it, but just like, oh my God, look, I used to be that. I used to be a human. You know what I'm saying? And now you're spirit now. Now you're a soul having a solar experience. But I'm gonna end this video because I don't want to make it too long. It's gonna take like 5 hours to upload on my phone. But thank y'all for watching the video. Peace, light, and love. You know what I'm saying? Know yourself. Stay true to yourself. Be yourself. And God gave you free will to do whatever you want. So why not take advantage of that? Take advantage of the permission slip that God gave you. Because without that free will, you know what I'm saying, with that universal truth of free will, what God gave you, that would be diminished. And you would have no control over your life or destiny. So I'm telling you for a fact that God gave you free will. You can do whatever you want in this world. This is a world that's holographic. It's not real. It's a dream. You're living a dream. You are a dreamer. You know what I'm saying? This holographic reality or matrix that we're living in. And this universe is not actually truly real. There's another universe that is more realer than this one. That is the original universe. I mean, it goes on down to scientific, universal mathematics, metaphysics, quantum mechanics, and quantum science, and quantum physics. Like all the type of deep shit that even the Dr. Phil and Valentine and Bobby Hemming know, and all the deep spiritual teachers teach about that stuff. So I don't know too much about that, but I'm just noted off with that. Thank y'all for watching, for listening. Stay tuned for these next videos. I'm sorry for cursing so much, but it's just like I gotta prove my point. Like I know how it's like being a Christian, and I know that when I was a Christian, I was blind as hell. I didn't have any spiritual experiences. Like I wasn't this spiritual when I was a Christian, and my life was totally different. And I was talking about Jesus. I would go in the middle of the night, running to the store, trying to find people to tell people that Jesus is coming back. Like that's some stupid shit that I was do. And I was just looking back in that like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, what the fuck? There ain't no Jesus that's gonna come back. It's you that's gonna save you. There ain't nobody else. You are the universe. You are God. You save yourself. You have the permission slip. You have all the keys to the doors. Your mind, your heart. You have everything God is. That God gave you everything you need. What the fuck is that? Why the fuck would God create you then? If you was broken up and you needed God 24/7, he would come to your rescue every fucking time. He'd be tired. So he gave you everything. It gave you everything you need to do what you please, to do what you need to do, to live your perfect life, to be successful, to reincarnate or to ascend or to make the life better, to make life better, to make this world better, to make this universe better, to be a greater person. Your highest self, okay? Your higher self. God gave you all the tools you need. So there's no whining or crying about shit. There's no, I'm going to reincarnate, I'm shameful, I'm mad at this person because this guy stepped on my new shoes, or they cheated at school, or this girl cheated on me. Stop worrying about shit, man. Just live your life and do whatever you want to do. That's it. That's what God gave you. Do what you want to do. You can't just do no wrong and expect some good out of it. You got to do perfectly good. You know, you can't be a Christian that just curses and says, oh, I'm still a Christian, but I still curse and drink and smoke weed and smoke cigarettes. You're not living like a Christian if you're thinking like that. If you're doing shit like that, you're not a full Christian. There's a lot of Christians cursing up, motherfucker, cursing you up and down. Talking about, oh, fuck you, motherfucker, you, man, kiss my ass, motherfucker. They a Christian, they talking like this. They blasphemous if they talking like that. So that's why they still stuck in that fear-based mentality, because they going up and down the ladder. They going up and down, but mostly they going backwards because of the fact that the matter is that this is it's a bullshit ass religion. It's a false religion. It's a religion to keep you enslaved of your mind. It's a religion of consciousness enslavement. And the battle of consciousness is real. This is spiritual warfare. I mean, when you going through shit, if you traveling and you going through different realms, your own realities and things of that nature, time traveling and experiencing weird shit and paranoia and shit, that's spiritual warfare and demonic warfare. There's demons that really exist. I mean, I've seen some, but I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, sign off, y'all. I'm out. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.